All it takes to set a wave in motion is a single word in action, a hope that we can be the change that we've been longing to see. For our home, our land, our family, it's all within our reach. See this island, every grain of sand. Hear this anthem, it's the voices of our friends. Come whatever, on the road ahead. We did it before, and we'll do it again.
When the moments turn to hours and the day's last light is gone, look around us always and remember, there were times we were uncertain, but we just kept walking on. It's always darkest just before the dawn. See this island, every grain of sand. Hear this anthem, it's the voices of our friends. Come whatever, on the road ahead. We did it before, and we'll do it again.
Our home, the home we share, where the garden always grows to earth and light. Though the road ahead is daunting, I know we're gonna be alright.
See this island, every grain of sand. Hear this anthem, it's the voices of our friends. Come whatever, on the road ahead. We did it before, and we'll do it again. See this island, every grain of sand. Hear this anthem, it's the voices of our friends. Come whatever, on the road ahead.
We did it before, and we'll do it again.
Hi, good evening everybody. Welcome down to our Optimal Active Aging Talk Show. Without further ado, we have presenter Doris.
Hello everyone, good evening to you guys. Very happy today.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, later on, we'll be pulling into more close-ups on Doris because Doris will be sharing with us all the optimal information. But okay, today we have a very nice topic. It's a continuation of the 6 dimensions of wellness. But before we begin, Doris would like to mention some disclaimer.
Okay, we would like to disclaim and also remind everyone that both of us are not medical professionals or doctors. So as everybody has different underlying conditions, we would advise you to speak to a doctor to get more information and personalized service and advice.
Indeed.
So our job here is more of sharing information, give us something to think about our health. And over here, we have these optimal aging strategies. Very simple, just 3. Yeah, just these 3 is just exercise, our eating, and our social. So maybe just a short recap. What are these 3?
Yes. Go ahead, Doris. Yeah.
Okay, so first of all, I cannot emphasize this enough, is all of us must do enough exercise. So right now, depending on our height, our weight, our genetics, which we can't change, as well as our lifestyle, whether we work out a lot, we do a lot of so-called manual work, or most of the time we work from home, or we stay at home in front of a computer. That's a sedentary lifestyle. Depending on all these factors, will determine how much exercise we need or what kind of exercise we are required. But of course, most important, what kind of exercise interests us. So for me, recently I tried to get back into swimming.
Swimming, okay.
Yeah. So other than swimming, I've been going from brisk walks as well.
I saw your Facebook. Wow, lovely. You went to some hills.
Yes, I think 2 weeks ago, last week, we went to Sentosa. So there is a nature trail. Yeah, with the dragons and water coming out for the dragons. You never knew that there's this old dragon coming from in Sentosa near Fort Siloso,
Yes,
that area.
I remember you take there, Fort Siloso.
Yeah, so it was quite a unknown trail.
Okay. Terrain,
Yeah,
unknown terrain.
So good thing I have friends
Yes.
to bring me around. Yeah, so we actually walked quite a lot, and there was a lot of different terrains. It's not like smooth.
Undulating, yeah. Was it tiring then?
It was quite tiring, especially in the front part, and then it started to rain. So good thing there's shelter also, so we seek shelter. It's not the pace, it's actually, the climbing. It's a little bit tough for beginners, but after a while, you get used to it. Like, just spend like 30 minutes, 20 minutes, okay, like you're used to it already.
Wow.
Yeah, it was fun. Then after that, this week, today is Sunday, right?
Yes.
So actually, a group of us went to the southern ridges, which is near Siam Hawker Center at Harbourfront MRT station. So we started off from there. Our friends actually guide us, and we walked all the way to Hot Park. And from Hot Park, there's this Henderson Wave.
Pasir Panjang Hot Park.
You know there's a Henderson Wave, very famous one?
Henderson Wave, sounds familiar.
Very nice. I've always seen it on photos, but never had the chance to go there.
I know which one, yes.
Yeah, so...
Near Tolobanga.
Yes.
Yes.
So we managed to walk there. We were so excited to see the Henderson Wave, right? Never had the chance to go there. There's a small pavilion. So from Siam to that place is quite a distance away. You have to climb some stairs. Very nice Tolobanga Hill.
The structure, the architecture, very beautiful.
Yeah,
right?
so we said, take water break. Okay, let's go. Then we take photos. Yeah, so from there we went over to Hot Park and continue on.
We got to say hello to Edmund Kwok.
Hello Edmund, thanks for joining us.
Thank you for joining. Edmund, have you been to the Hot Park as well as the Henderson
Wave?
Yeah. Maybe you can drop us a comment, Edmund, to let us know. Have you been to these beautiful areas? Because Doris had the experience there previously.
Yeah, for my first time visiting, and I would love to go there again. Very nice, view. Because I'm quite an east side person. I stay around, this area. So I don't really venture out to, Telok or Siam area or even Pasir Panjang.
It's very different.
Very different. A lot of nature.
A lot of nature indeed. And then the trees are different as well. Yeah, because I realized once I parked in the Bukit Merah Henderson area car park, the trees so beautiful, like a rainforest,
Yes.
Yeah.
And there is a walk, I think, I can't remember what they call it, but it's matter. Yeah.
Yeah, near the Mount Faber
near
area.
Hot Park.
Hot Park. Okay.
I think it's called Alexandra something, I think. I'm not sure, I can't remember.
Gilman Barracks there?
Yes, correct. You are right.
Okay. So Edmund, have you been to all these beautiful areas? Wow, you see exercise really not only helps you, cardiovascular, muscle training, endurance, it brings out the freshness, the oxygen level, visiting
The
all
joy
these
of being around with nature, right?
Yeah.
And also the best part is, I actually build up my social support system also because I'm with a group of friends. If I'm alone, I wouldn't know where to go this place. I would just walk blindly alone, then play handphone and walk. But with a group of friends, you actually build up a very strong social network. All of us like nature walks. We talk to each other. So this is very beneficial, as one of the optimal aging strategy as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So then we go to the second part.
Sure. Makan, yes.
So all of us, other than, this group of friends who enjoy nature walk and walking out, right? We can walk from 9 a.m. to like 2, 3 p.m. kind of thing, we actually took a bus, few of us, maximum 5, so 5 of us. We went to a hawker center and we decide what we want to eat. So, considering that our, calorie intake for that day, because different of us, different size and different lifestyle, different height and weight. So all of us have different calorie intake requirements. So then we calculate and briefly go to, order the food we want with a bit of modification so that it still fit into a proper diet with the right nutrition. Yeah.
So this also, blends well with the exercise, makes you a bit more hungry.
We have a lot of breaks though in between. We bought like small snacks. Yeah, every one of us have small snacks. If no small snacks early in the morning at Xian, we say go and buy something.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So it's essential as well, right, to keep the energy level up throughout.
Yeah, we don't want to be too hungry. Being hungry and empty stomach, exercising is not exactly a very good thing for us as well. So we just eat like small meals in between. Drink a lot of water, of course, because weather can be very hot. Although it's raining, there's still some, perspiration. So you lose water in that sense. Yeah, so it's good to have a little bites, small tidbits that you can, take a break, eat, then we continue on with the journey. Yeah, there's a saying, right? 休息是为了走更长远的路.
Oh, wow.
That means in English, something like, you take a break is to walk further, proceed on with your journey.
Okay. Yeah, it makes sense because everything goes up the graph. You want to go any more higher, you have to dip a little bit, just dip a little bit so that you can go back up again.
Yes. So we have like tiny snack time lah, water parade. And the good thing about all these trials that I went to, there are a lot of water points. So, water cooler, now because of COVID times, they don't let you press and drink at the same time. But they actually have those, the tube to fill up your water bottle. Yeah, so it's very convenient. So not to worry about, just bring along an empty bottle like this. Yeah, and you work fine, small one, so it's not too heavy to carry around.
Wow, great. Thanks for the tip. Just with a simple exercise program like going for brisk walk, you encompass the exercise portion as well as the social network portion, support system. That's where also you practice a little bit of problem-solving skills when you come to difficult terrains.
Yes, correct.
Yeah.
Then we will have like, funny topic, friends lah, we will like, talk about everything and anything.
Let's see if your friend Danny Chin, Is
he there?
Oh, okay. Danny's not in yet, but Danny, I don't see Danny's comments. But Danny, if you're watching, Danny Chin, you can drop a comment. You know what Doris is talking about, right? This lovely little...
Henderson wave.
Henderson wave, yes, that's right.
Yeah, okay, so this is our optimal aging strategy. So I'm just sharing with our friends and viewers, how I actually applied these 3 simple strategies to my weekend of nature walk. Yeah, exercise, eating, and social. And also I went for a swim. Yeah, because right now there's some kind of program going on, so I thought I'd just join.
Okay, nice.
All right, so back to the topic. Last 2 weeks, for the past 2 sessions, we have been covering this 6 dimension of wellness. So previously we covered these 6 dimensions is how they affect us. First of all, it's our physical. Then of course our social network, our intellectual, which is something like IQ, but it's actually encompass more than IQ in my opinion. Then of course emotion, how we manage our emotions, which is a bit like EQ.
Yep.
So today we are going to talk about spiritual wellness, and the occupational wellness.
So today's topic, 2 out of the 6 is spiritual and
occupational.
Occupational.
So this is our last 2 for this dimension of wellness. So everyone, we hope that while you are watching this show, go through people around you and yourself, ourselves, all these 6 aspects of wellness, and then try to gauge which level would be the optimal and how do we actually improve. So there are also previous sessions that you can actually look through, but today we'll just focus more of the last 2 sessions, which is spiritual as well as occupational.
Wow, sounds good. All set and ready to go.
All right, so the first one, spiritual, let's talk about the principle first.
Okay.
Principles, there's only 2 basic principles for spiritual wellness. Is that it's better to think about the meaning of life for ourselves and to be tolerant of the belief of others than to close our mind and become intolerant. Yep. The second one is, it's better to live each day in a way that's consistent with our values and belief than to do otherwise and then feel untrue to ourselves.
Okay, being true to ourselves, that's great. Yes.
Yeah, so any comments on that?
Yeah, definitely straightforward, the second principal value, being true to our values and consistent with our beliefs, then to roti prata, as they call it, yeah, because the truth always prevails if you roti prata, and then next time something you got to cover again,
Yes,
something you
this
got to
is what
cover.
my primary school teacher said. If you tell one line, you have to come up with another line to cover it. But this is not about, no one is judging us. It's us being truthful to ourselves, you know?
Yes.
Yeah, this is our spiritual health.
Yes.
How we actually find meaning in life. Okay, so I'll just go through some of the points.
Okay.
First of all, spiritual health is mostly about our search for meaning and purpose in our existence. We are all humans, right? So why are we here? You know, what are we doing here? You know,
Yes.
why, you know, how, why, you know, things like that.
Our existence, you know.
Yes. So this is a search. This is a journey. We have to find meaning and we have to find purpose. So in that case, spiritual health also somehow will lead to a deep appreciation for the depth and expanse of life and the nature forces that exist in the universe. It's not just us. You know, there's actually something deeper, something really big and expanse. So how we, you know, live harmony with all these internal and personal feelings and the emotions, no matter how rough, how rugged, all this journey of life, how we actually live harmoniously with all this peacefully.
The vibration, when you mentioned the different energies and everything, yeah, it's indeed because there's a lot of different vibrations and frequencies. Even for human, we generate frequencies and vibration as well. Like right now, due to your, what you call it, you have enthusiasm and passion for your work. I can feel it. It brings me alive as well, you know. So that's why we have a connection. Yeah, yeah, indeed. So I understand this concept, yes, with the vibrations and the natural energy that we have to be one with nature, to go with the
Yeah, because I just got to
balance.
start with a short point. You
Yes.
know, as humans, right, no matter what age we are, what situation we are, all of us will go through rough and rugged patches. This is inevitable and everyone go through, no matter what they say or what is being in the Instagram, Facebook, you know, we always post nice things on social media. Like for myself, I'll post like nice photos on Instagram or Facebook. I'll tell people, hey, I'm living a great life, I'm happy. But then again, throughout my life, even in childhood, definitely there will be rough and rugged sketches that in Singapore context or rather in the Asian context, we don't like to tell people because like, you know, I overcome it. So it's like, you know, everyone out here, our friends and viewers, no matter what situation you are in right now or had previously, we will encourage you and of course, cheer you together so that we can overcome this together and come out more strong. Yep. So anyone?
Yeah, I'm looking at the comment. Not yet. We haven't got any comments coming in, but not to worry. Very shortly. Yeah.
Okay. Yep. So another aspect of spiritual wellness, right, is that we as humans may experience a lot of feelings like doubts, despair, fear, disappointment, dislocation. All these are negative feelings, right? It's very normal. Everyone will have experienced such feelings before, good or bad. This one is a norm, no matter what people say. People will feel negative one. But again, we will also feel pleasure, joy, happiness, and discovery. So all these are like, I would say, positive feelings. Like, you know, oh, I discovered Henderson Wave. Oh, I discovered this. This is like pleasure to me. This is joy to me. You know, take pride, take joy in every little thing. A lot of people say, hey, I want to tube PayPal, I want to win 4D, hey, I want to live like big house, drive nice car, things like that. But then again, the price of having such item, what are your feelings? What are your experience? So I would say in the spiritual wellness of this is just accept that human will experience both the negative and the positive aspect, feelings, emotions, and how we manage it. Remember, all these positive and negative feelings are very important experience. They are all different components which will be displayed in the value system you will adapt. That means you will overcome, and then from there on will bring a meaning to our existence. Yeah. So remember, I was saying that, you know, of course, everyone have bad patches. For myself, of course, I have some rough patches when I was younger as well. So all these were actually being imprinted in my, what you call that, my life already. And these experiences are actually in my value system. So my value system is what were, you know, what I am today. It's part of me already, cannot take out one. Yeah. So then again, how do I adapt it? How do I overcome it? And then how does all this bring meaning to our lives? Yeah.
Understand? You see, it makes really your topic, it makes sense and gel one to the other. Beginning, you said all the different vibrations, different energies. So this is it, the experiences that you go through, whether is it positive or negative, and very, very true indeed, because nothing is permanent. Today, you may feel sad, disappointed, anger, resentment, but trust us, the feeling will never last forever.
Agree.
Yeah. So the next moment, the next time, a new feeling will come in. Maybe it's pleasure, maybe it's joy and all. So indeed, to be mindful of your feelings. Despair, disappointment, don't dwell, don't need to go into negative thinking, depression and all.
Just learn from it.
Yeah, learn from it.
We have to learn from it. Like I think previously we have this example of a negative feeling. That for example, you get disappointed because you didn't get a job interview. I think that was an example I gave.
Yes.
So you're very sad, you're very disappointed because you put so much effort to it. You were like given, you feel like you are very betrayed or you given false hope. But end up you didn't get the job. Then you feel very disappointed. It's okay. You are entitled to feel disappointed because it's emotion. You have a reason to be disappointed. But then learn from it why you didn't get the job. It's okay, just write nicely, write an email to HR, you know, find out a reason, you know, speak to people around you. Is there any reason? You know, they might think that it might be the reason. Change yourself. So next week, we are talking about change. Yeah, change is very important. You know, there are always different aspects that we want to change. Maybe we want to live healthier. Maybe we want to quit drinking or smoking. You know, maybe we want to lose weight. Maybe we want to gain muscle. These are all change. Yeah, optimal aging, optimal lifestyle. So next week we're going to do about the procedure, the process of how we're going to have change. So right now, all these 6 dimensions is to take us think of how we want to change in every different dimension. Yeah, we break down our life into 6 parts.
Okay. Later, in the middle of the program, we'll also do a recap of the other dimensions that we spoke about last week, so that we can next week we can know what the next 2 are. Yeah.
Yep. Okay. So yeah. So we're saying that always, you know, enjoy and so-called acknowledge all the emotions that we have, no matter good or bad. Learn from it, and then because it's already part of us already, then come out stronger. Remember, learn from it, come out stronger. We move on, yes, but with a lesson.
Yep.
So, spiritual, remember, find meaning in our lives. Do what we enjoy, but we have to find out what we enjoy in the first place.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Good. There's also this saying, I think we also mentioned the other day, the past is the past. It has happened. The future is not here yet. We can't change the future, but it's the present moment that creates a positive and better future. So the feelings that you had before, maybe disappointment or even happiness or whatever feelings, know and understand from it. So in the present moment, use it to the best ability and for it to manifest in a positive way for the future. Yeah.
Okay, so this is our last slide for spiritual health.
Okay.
Our spiritual aspect, we will know that we are becoming spiritually well when our actions become consistent with our beliefs and values. So resulting in this, what we call worldview. Some people got worldview and they see things very far, very wide, very considerate people rather than just in our tiny world, I would say the worldview is something which is very interesting. You know, we met people, I'm sure all of us have met people like say, wow, this guy think very far. Wow, this guy have universal love. Wow, this guy, you know, I have this hobby and actually bring this hobby in a very so-called wide stretch. Yeah. So I would say that this is spiritually well because they have their beliefs and their values, and then they are consistent. What they do, what they practice, what they preach, their lifestyle is a way of life for them already. Yeah. So maybe example.
Yeah.
Okay. Personal example,
Yes.
Doris.
Yes.
So what I believe is like, for example, optimal aging. So I would say, oh, okay, I read so much, I studied so much about optimal aging. So these are all theories. So theories, what I read online, what I read in like lessons and things like that. So all these theories, I start to believe in them. And then I start to have values, become part of me already. I start to believe, then become part of me already, right? All these 3 strategies, right? So become part of me, then I take action. So I go for a walk, I try to eat better, eat healthier. I try to have a social network like yourself, our friends and viewers, try to build it up rather than isolate myself alone at home, get out of my comfort zone. So I believe that, I am actually quite spiritually well in that sense. Yeah, and doing quite well, improving, I would say, on the spiritual aspect of my wellness.
Okay, so you act it out and you execute the beliefs that you have and you put into practice what you have learned.
Yep.
Yeah, so you keep on, you maintain a practice of what you believe in and what you learn. Yeah, that's true indeed. Makes sense. Yeah.
But it's become our way of life already. It's a way of life for me already. Like when I see food, okay, today I can eat healthy. Tomorrow I can eat unhealthy. Out of 7 days a week, maybe 1 day I have unhealthy food. 6 days I try to stay healthy. Kind of thing. These are things that I tell myself. Seriously.
Red light.
Traffic light. Yeah. Eileen, do you want to share with our viewers our traffic light story?
I think maybe we have to carry on with the slide.
Okay,
for more
next time. Next time
yeah.
we'll talk about the traffic light story
the traffic
again.
light comes from our food preparation healthy diet. It's something to do with the food that we consume. So there are different light zones to let you know which are the healthy dishes that you can have more of, but of course more in moderation, and what you have to really restrict yourself more. Yeah. Thank you, Doris.
You can actually drop a note in the comment if you want to know what's a traffic light story. If not, we'll skip.
That's a good one. Okay, Doris has just mentioned. Yeah. So if you want to know what the traffic light is about, please drop a comment. Otherwise, we'll move
Traffic
on.
light story diet. All right. So this is our last aspect of the dimension.
I read it for you.
Yeah,
Can
please.
take a little
The
break.
principles.
Okay, principles. We have here occupational wellness principles. It is better to choose a career which is consistent with our personal values, interests, and beliefs than to select one that is unrewarding to us. It may be financially rewarding, but spiritually unrewarding and degrading. Yeah, this makes a lot of sense. So I hope you all understand this. I'll move on to the next principle. It is better to develop functional, transferable skills through structural involvement opportunities than to remain inactive and uninvolved. This is cognitive already. Yeah.
Not only cognitive,
only.
social also maybe.
Yeah, indeed. Yeah, indeed, because here we're talking about structural involvement, a network system, support system, and all. Yep. So if you cannot attain your goal directly, it is okay. Yeah, you can move diagonally, you can move laterally. Yeah, build your network support system, learn from different means and method, and sure and steady enough, you'll reach the goal somehow in time.
Okay, I think our teacher Eileen is the best example for occupational. I'll just go through all the slides first, then I'll carry on from there.
Sure.
So the occupational is more about our personal satisfaction and enrichment in our work life through work. Everyone working, have a job kind of thing.
Yes.
So it's also our attitude towards a person's work, our own work. It's also contributing your unique gifts, skills, and talents to work which is both personally meaningful and rewarding. Yeah, so Teacher Eileen,
yes.
Yeah, I will say that you actually give a very good example of contributing your gift, your skills and your talent by teaching a lot of young people acting and hosting.
Yes.
Yeah.
Indeed. Yes.
Maybe you want to share a little bit?
Okay, so what Doris has mentioned is because teacher Eileen also works as a trainer in an academy. We have acting courses there conducted by other artists, and teacher Eileen, myself, I'm teaching the hosting course. Indeed, 2 children, to the young ones, which are 7 to 12, and then we have the teenagers, 12 up, and then we have the adults, and we have the elderly as well.
Oh, okay. I didn't know
older
that.
adults.
Older
Yeah,
adults.
Older
Okay.
adults. Yeah. So what I've learned, yes, of course, I contribute back to society, as in the performance, as in the artistic showcase. But also, I continue to spread it forward by teaching my skills to others as well.
Yeah, so definitely I can see from Eileen, you know, that she definitely have the personal satisfaction and enrichment through all this work, because all your life you're in the entertainment line. So definitely, you know, without all this satisfaction and enrichment, I'm sure that you cannot stay in the entertainment line for so long, being a
Yes.
host and, you know, presenting. So definitely your
The
attitude,
vibration.
yeah,
Sorry,
your
go ahead.
attitude is definitely there, something that I have to learn as well, our viewers can learn from. Yeah.
Yep. So this is also goes back to the vibration that you're talking about. When you're in tune with your natural tendencies, as long as you keep it positive, yes, then what you generate back out to society is positive as well. And it's also one in nature with your natural tendencies.
Okay, I'll just move on to the last slide for occupational. So it's also to convey your values through your involvement in the activities that are gratifying for you. So previously we were saying that teacher Eileen has a lot of gratification, you know, in the work over the years. So of course, you already have a value in your so-called job. Yeah, like, you know, what does it take to be a presenter? What does it take to be a host? Or what does it take to be an actress? Things like that. I mean, you even have a book, right? Yeah. So definitely these values are inside you. Throughout the years, you cultivate all these values. And from there on, you actually share with your students and share with what you call the structured involvement opportunities, which is like academy.
Yes.
Yes. And then, of course, this choice of profession or job satisfaction, like career ambition, personal performance, these are all very important components of this path terrain. So these are just what we say occupational wellness. So I would say that you are actually quite high up in your occupational wellness compared to maybe, you know, someone, maybe quite a lot of people, they do not have so much values or joy or job satisfaction, ambitious. They just want to, like, you know, work, get paid, work, get paid, go home. Kind of thing. Yeah, they don't have the passion anymore.
Okay.
Yeah, there are some people like that that I know of.
Oh dear,
But
oh dear.
good thing, now, you know, these are lesser and lesser already. I've been talking to people, and most of the people are actually going for jobs that are, you know, having more satisfaction, more to their passion, and of course, with ambitions and career that they can actually climb, you know, like level,
Yes.
climb up to. It's not like, you know, maybe our mother or our grandmother time that they take a job just to so-called
Supplement the income, supplement the income, and then to means to an end. They call it
Correct,
means to an end.
yeah.
Well, somehow I feel this falls as well into the spiritual component, you know, because you grow as you contribute, you give, and you expand on your, like you say, natural tendency, natural talent, natural occupational direction. And then when you generate it, you grow as well in that aspect. Grow. So won't be stagnant because creativity is that. So from one job scope, you can also create other job scopes.
So remember we were saying all these 6 different dimensions
Yes.
are all interlinked actually. Yeah, so it's all about ourselves or the people around us. It's talking about a person. So every person will, you know, have like these 6 dimensions of wellness, and in other theory, maybe even 7 or 8 dimensions of wellness. Yeah. So there are other theories. We are only covering 6 dimensions of wellness today, but there are other theories that even cover financial wellness, or even there are many different types of wellness lah. I think political wellness, I'm not sure.
Political
Worldview
wellness.
wellness. Yeah, but generally, I would say most of us are into these 6 Yeah. So like maybe you have a job, you know, you will, you know, need to find out where is your occupational wellness. Then of course physical applies to all of us. You know, we have to take care of our physical health. Some people chap, they just eat nonsense. I mean, whatever they have, they eat. You know, they don't care. Oh, you tapao, I eat. Whatever you tapao, I eat. Or whatever you deliver, you order, I eat. You know, they don't care. They don't exercise. So that means the dimension wellness drop already. Then social, some people isolation. Like I think there are cases in Japan as well. They just stay at home and play game like for many years. They don't go out. They don't have friends.
Yeah.
They don't even talk to people online.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that one also social level wellness not so good.
Yeah. Then the network support system also not there.
Yes. So I hope that everyone have a better understanding of what are the 6 different dimensions of wellness here. Yeah.
So good that you mentioned it actually interlinks one and all.
is,
The energy flows.
It would be good that, you know, if you have more time, we can cover all 6. But because of time constraint, that's why, and I don't want to like talk about all these theories, then get very boring. So I'm going to include some exercises as well.
Okay. Exercises. Last week we were doing the tongue exercises for the neck.
So, okay, we have some, what we call this like swallowing exercises because as we age, right, there's some condition called dysphagia. Dysphagia means you cannot swallow, yeah, which is very sad, but it's actually quite common. So we try to prevent it by doing some exercises like tongue exercise or swallowing exercise. Tongue exercise was actually covered last 2 weeks. So today we talk about the swallowing exercise that we can do so that we train the muscle here. Yeah.
Okay.
Dysphagia happens, right, is very unfortunate because one thing, we cannot enjoy the food. You know, we cannot consume the food that we enjoy. Imagine, you know, we want to like, wow, cheng teng ah, wow, I like cheng teng, cold ah. Then after that, because of dysphagia, I cannot swallow. Or then it will either dribble out, or, you know, I will choke, or you know. Then, or the worst thing is that, you know, the food or the liquid actually go into the lung instead of our stomach. Yeah,
You
because
mentioned
different
this
type,
last time. Which is very dangerous then.
Yeah, and also social, you know, some people, the patients, right, feel very like embarrassed as well. Yeah, very sad. So please, you know, let's don't discriminate. It's a condition. What we can do now is to help ourselves and our loved one to do some preventive exercises so that they don't, you know, they work the muscle here lah. Yeah.
Around the throat, esophagus. Yeah. I saw some that you did last week. Very. I didn't even know that these muscles here can be exercised.
Yeah, last week one was interesting. It's all tongue exercise. So, you know, it works together, hand in hand, tongue exercise and throat exercise. Of course, there are many different types of exercises. These are some of the basic ones. You don't force, don't feel pain. If anything, you'd be better to talk to your doctors first before attempting. You know, try to get the green light from your doctors and, you know, seek the advice.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, so the first one, we call it the modified, it's already modified, shakers exercise.
Okay.
So you sit up straight, you relax. Then you put your thumb, okay, like that, under the chin. Then you push like that, push down
I think
against.
we need to do a close-up on Doris for the viewers to see. Thank you so much.
Yeah, so you push the chin down against your thumb. You hold for 1 minute, then you repeat this 3 times. So yeah, I don't think we were gonna spend 1 minute doing this. Yup. So repeat 3 times. Hold for 1 second, but repeat 30 times. So remember, you should feel the front of your neck, and you should not feel the pain at the back of your neck. Do not push your head forward. Yeah. So this is one of the exercises called modified shakers exercise.
Oh, interesting. The name is modified shakers.
Yeah, I think the original one might be more complex, so this is the simplified one.
But you care to go into a bit more detail? Why is it called shakers?
I didn't name it. I think maybe the person whose name is
maybe
Shaker.
his name is Shakers, you're right.
The person invented it.
Interesting.
Yeah. So you know, some people beauty a bit not so much, maybe related to swallowing also. It's actually a yoga or workout pose. They will actually lean back also, so that you don't have so many wrinkles here. Yeah. Remember to just relax the back and the shoulders. Then you slowly raise up. Yeah. With your thumb. Don't feel pain. Most importantly is don't feel pain. So remember down, then up. Yeah.
Down, and then up.
Yeah.
So it's this part of the throat.
Yeah, but don't force lah. Remember, you should not be having any pain at any part of your throat.
If it can firm up the neck muscles, I mean, sorry,
Do it
the
regularly.
neck skin.
Yeah, do it regularly, but don't force. Don't
Okay.
until pain.
Yup.
Yeah. Then the other one, just to share, not inside the notes. You relax, of course. Keep your shoulders and your back straight. Then you slowly put your hand here. You slowly.
I remember this exercise.
Yeah.
This is the
Where we
one.
did this before?
So I can't quite remember. It's not part of Spencer's slide.
No. But this is good, especially if, we like to play handphone, right? All these exercises are very good. You like stretch your neck and your shoulders. Yep.
Oh, it stretched my spine also when I did that.
Good, ah?
Because the whole spine connected. Good, of course.
Then there's another one just to teach if I'm wearing jacket. Yeah, this one. This is also good for stretching your
feels good.
spine.
Oh, I need this stretch.
These are all very good stretches.
Oh, clicked.
Very tight, Eileen,
Yeah.
very tight spine.
Well, thank you for allowing me to do this.
Because if not, we'll never have the chance to do any exercises, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, do some stretching.
Stretching.
You'll be good.
Oh.
These are not exactly, dysphagia, but we are just doing it,
Yeah.
since our viewer and friends are here, and then we just thought, we got some time, let's do a bit of stretches lah. When we're working at home, anytime, do some stretches as well as the eye exercises as well.
Flexibility. Now, what you're doing, the stretching goes into the flexibility aspect, which is also essential for physical components.
Right. Then not so tight. Then after it's 腰酸背痛, whole
对啦。
body aching.
对啦. So I'll go home feeling better, no more refreshed.
Okay, remember when we eat or we drink, especially when we drink water, right? We gulp, gulp, gulp. That
Gulp,
one
gulp,
means
gulp.
it's working good.
Oh, really? Good, good, good.
Yeah, when we gulp, gulp, gulp means it's working good. Once if you have someone who has dysphagia, right, they cannot gulp, gulp, gulp.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's why the water or the food
Dribble
will just come out or go to the wrong pipe. Yeah, because they cannot control the muscle here.
I see.
Yeah, so everyone take some water and try whether you gulp, gulp, gulp.
I also try my water.
Yeah, I can.
Got good, good, good. Okay, I'll try. See whether mine got good, good, good.
Viewers and friends can do that also.
Oh, mine is. I guess that.
Remember how you swallow? Then you remember 10 years ago how you swallow? Is it the same way? And 10 years later, whether it's the same way or not?
Alamak, that means now I got to take note. 10 years later, I take note again.
No, I mean this is be mindful lah of how our body function also.
Okay.
Yeah. So effortful swallow. Remember the gulp, gulp, gulp,
Yep.
Swallow saliva as hard as we can and push the tongue towards the roof of the mouth while swallowing. So just now we already trial run with the water, right?
Yep.
Now we push our tongue towards the top, then we try to swallow.
Okay.
So everyone can try to do this for like 10 times. Okay. So, okay, this is the last exercise. This one is a little bit complex. So, if you're not sure how to do it, don't do it.
Oh, interesting, the name. Mendelssohn's maneuver.
Mendelssohn is, I guess, somebody who come up with this idea.
Yeah, it should be. Mendelssohn also is a musician, you know.
Oh,
yeah, classical musician. There's a name of a classical piece, Mendelssohn something. But let me go through this. Yeah,
yeah, please.
So for Mendelssohn's maneuver, you can put your hand on your throat, feel your Adam's apple, moving up and down when you swallow. I think this is like the yeah. Let me try. Oh, okay. I don't have an Adam's apple, but I can feel the portion.
Lump.
Yeah, where a man's Adam apple would be. I try again. Indeed. So is that a muscle mass there?
I think so.
Okay.
Remember, don't feel pain. Don't make until you have experienced pain.
Yeah.
But I mean, now we are just sharing what are the muscles being, and and we have that help in the swallowing, as well as most importantly, some kind of exercises that can help to prevent dysphagia, which is the loss of
Muscle.
swallowing abilities. So remember, there are a lot of these exercises around.
Yes.
You can actually check with your doctors or find some, do some research. These are just some of them.
Indeed. And this thing, yeah, indeed. When you mentioned not to feel pain because you may cause a strain or sprain. So we do this
Don't injure
comfort
yourself.
easily. Okay, now swallow normally, but hold your Adam's apple at the highest point for 3 seconds. Okay, so we maybe take a look at Doris. So that's where she swallow normally, and then she's holding it at the Adam's apple highest point.
Yeah. This one needs some practice. It's not easy to do.
This is like endurance already, you know.
Is it?
Endurance, training the muscle ability. Okay, so next, squeeze your throat muscles hard or hold your breath to do this.
Yeah. Do this, not hold too long, of course.
Not to hold too long.
Just hold a bit until you can. Don't turn blue in the face. You know, this is not a challenge. This is just a preventive exercise that we do.
Okay, I try, yeah. Not easy, yeah, to hold the Adam's apple. And then you still squeeze your throat muscles hard. That's the trick. I know why it wasn't easy, because when I didn't squeeze the throat muscles and hold the breath, it falls down. So training it to maintain over
But after
here.
that, second time, third time, better, right?
Better, yes.
Yeah. You never knew that all these exercises and muscles exist, right? Like
Yeah.
the eye one also, we never knew it exists.
Yes.
But you know, our show helps.
Indeed, indeed. So I didn't realize, there's muscle here. So, okay, very good. So to prevent, next time if I come across, or myself, if I feel that, I'm losing muscle tone, I can do this practice.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, so relax and breathe normally and do this for about 10 times.
So just now when you tried the first time you cannot, the second time cannot, how many times then you start to realize, there's some improvement already?
When I looked at the way you do it, right, then slowly caught on. So, yeah.
Yeah, it takes some practice lah. But remember, don't force. Nothing can be done by forcing, especially when it comes to exercises or our body. But this is very delicate, no? All the eyes, the throat, it's all very delicate parts of us.
Yeah.
So let's just be gentle. And then take time lah. This one, you just do a few times slowly lah. If really cannot, it's okay. Talk to your doctors.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
that's
the medical professionals.
Indeed. Do we have the next slide then?
Okay, the last slide is actually a recap of all our different dimensions.
So physical wellness principle. We started off the first chapter for 6 dimensions with physical wellness principles. It is better to consume foods and beverages that enhance good health rather than those which impair it. Yep, that one is very logical, very practical.
Yeah, and it's better to be physically fit than out of shape. So, out of our strategies, the physical one already cover 2 portions. One is makan, our food, our intake, and then the other one is exercises. So, in our previous sessions, we actually talked about how do we determine what is healthy, what is not healthy, what do you mean by enhance good health. So, all these can actually get from Health Promotion Board or our talk show. Ask around, ask the doctor, what are food and beverages that enhance good health? What are food that impairs it? And you will be very surprised that many people actually somehow, they like the food they like doesn't necessarily be unhealthy. Yes, many people like chicken wing, but I'm sure there's a lot of people who like steamed chicken also, like Hainanese chicken rice. Yeah, so Hainanese chicken rice, eat in moderation. I consider it as amber colored food. That means compared to fried chicken, somehow it's slightly more healthy. Yeah, so don't be surprised that a lot of people in Singapore right now, they are actually enjoy healthier food, like brown rice or the pork bowl, or I think there's a trend that they POKE.
POKE. Oh, I didn't know.
Oh, you didn't know? Okay, it's actually a very healthy diet with high in dietary fiber, low in fats and sugar and sodium. So you can go to there's a lot of restaurants selling it, POKE. So I think it's come from Hawaii, Hawaiian food.
Yes.
They will have some grains in moderation, maybe 1 serving. There's like half a bowl. Healthy grains, like for example, quinoa, brown rice, oats. Yeah, then they will have
granola.
protein. Yeah, but without sugar, of course.
Okay.
Then they have lean meats like fish, fatty fish, which is good for our heart, all the omega-3, yeah, remember?
Yes.
Yeah. They have either fishes, like salmon or tuna or saba fish, or lean meat like chicken breast. Yeah, then they will have half portion, remember my healthy plate, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so they
Carbo.
will have a big portion of vegetables, a few that you can choose from. So different type of salads or greens or beans or even tofu for the protein as well. Maybe egg for the protein. So it's all calculated already. You just take from there. Yeah. And
It's
after
served in
sauce.
one whole bowl?
One bowl.
Oh.
Yeah, usually the bowl not very big unless you're very big size. So you choose small, regular or large.
Ah, so you don't pick yourself which ingredient you want. It's
You
served.
can choose also.
Hey.
Yeah, it's a bit like atas healthier cai peng. Yeah, but
so
it's
cute.
from Hawaii.
From Hawaii, okay. It's a little like the salad bar as well. Yeah?
Yes, correct. But it's pork bowl.
Pork bowl,
P-O-K-E.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's
Of course,
interesting.
salad bar is very healthy as well. And a lot of salad bar right now, from what I understand, is that they also include protein and grains as well,
Yes.
carbohydrates. And it's all healthy carbohydrates and protein, like tofu or egg or lean meat or I don't know whether they have fatty fish or not. Maybe salmon flakes.
Yeah, I see them having.
Well, all these are actually good and a lot of people enjoy them. So it means that actually a lot of people in Singapore are enjoying healthier food more as well.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's a good sign.
It's a good sign. All of us are taking care of health. So I would say, physical wellness principle, a lot of people is doing well, which is good. Yeah.
Well done.
Then of course, if you are talking about older adults, it's good that they are actually eating more steamed food. You know, it's like their habit lah. You know, but the thing is that unfortunately, we also have to discourage them from eating all the kiam, salty, dried food.
My favorite.
Salted
Salted
fish,
vegetable.
salted egg, century egg, pickles. I know, we like them, but generally cut down on them lah.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
because of the high sodium intake and some dried food, right, have been proven to cause cancer also.
Ah, I see,
Yeah.
I see.
So encourage them to eat more protein actually because sarcopenia, which is the loss of muscle mass, is very common in older adults. So you want to encourage them to eat more protein. Do you know that generally there's a chart that says that adults which is younger than 65 or 70 years old, they have to eat less protein than older adults.
Due to the kidney function or?
No. Because older adults, right, they need more protein. They loss of muscle mass.
Yes.
So they need more.
I heard wrongly. I thought you say cut down on protein, so it's have more protein. Yeah. Okay, I get it. Yes.
This, by right, there's a few calculations, but I don't want to talk about calculations because protein and meat are different. Like, if you want to calculate protein, one piece of
Tofu,
meat, okay, for us, generally, Health Promotion Board say 90 to 100 gram. But you cannot take a weighing machine every time you go, right? So you take palm size, around this size, your meat. Yeah, your tofu, maybe 1.5 block or 2 block of tofu for one serving protein. But older adult, they will need more.
Yes.
So because they tend to have loss of muscle mass.
Yeah. It's something to do with
For the condition.
it's a condition.
Yeah,
Right,
it's
right.
part of growing and aging.
And
this
aging,
one. Muscle.
What they call that? Not only estrogen, is the growth hormone. I forgot that. Growth factor. Even growth factor.
Okay.
Yeah. But
Okay.
never mind. That one's more into the
Yep. So we're saying that it would be good to actually encourage older adults to eat more fresh meat, lean meat, of course, not the pork belly but if you want oily or fatty fish, go for salmon, tuna.
even avocado gives you your.
But avocado no protein, not much.
Not much, huh?
Yeah.
It's so
Tofu has.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
So go for protein for older adult. They need more than us. Then cut down on the salty or dried food lah.
Okay, yeah.
Yep.
So we have the social wellness principle, which we shared as well.
Previous episode.
Previous episode, yes. It is better to contribute to the common welfare of our community than to think of only serving ourselves. So serving oneself is conceited lah. You working only in this one dimension, one circle.
That is your candlelight story. You light the candle for many people instead of just holding on to the one candle.
Yeah, because we exist in the whole universe and the society. If you only concentrate on yourself, it's very difficult. You'll extinguish and expire soon, you know. Yeah, so it is better to live harmoniously with others and our environment than to live in conflict. Indeed. Yep.
Okay, so maybe I'll just cover the intellectual wellness principle. It's better to stretch and challenge our cognitive, about our minds, that intellectual and creative pursuit, than to become self-satisfied and unproductive. It's better to identify potential problems and choose appropriate course of action based on available information rather than to wait, worry, or contend with major concerns later. So this is what we were talking about, improving our cognitive health, like maybe learn a new language, Sudoku, musical instruments, learning even dialects, so that we communicate with our, older adults, and also do all this, get our comfort zone rather than just hendakaki. This is our intellectual wellness principle. And then, of course, previous one was emotional wellness principle. It's better to be aware of and accept our feelings rather than to deny them, and it's better to be optimistic in our approach in life rather than pessimistic.
Yes.
So this one, last week we were saying emotions, right? Good, bad, we still have to accept them.
Yes.
We have to accept
come to
them,
terms,
acknowledge them.
Acknowledge, understand. But of course, with the social network around, you won't be so afraid of why you're having, if it's termed under negative or pessimistic views, you can afford to come to terms with it, because social network system also is there to teach you problem solving, how to come out of it, and you move on, and then it proceeds into the next feeling that you have, and soon you will progress into positive as well.
But of course, remind me of this term.
Yes.
We call it toxic relationship.
Okay.
So some people, there are like different kind of people in the world, right?
Yes.
So we always say social support network, but it's also important to find out who do we have in our social support network. There are some people that form relationship that tends to be toxic, unfortunately.
Karmic cycle.
What?
Karmic cycle, keep on going into the same pattern.
Yeah, so unfortunately, maybe I'll just like to bring awareness. There are some domestic violence cases, which I would say that it comes across as toxic. So in that case, if you feel that you are in a toxic relationship or experiencing some form of domestic violence, please, we will say, seek help. Seek help. There's a lot of organizations around in Singapore or all over that you can actually ask for steps. Or, can tune in for next week for our episode on change, how to change our lives. And then there's slowly different stages that you can work on to get out of this toxic relationship. But before that, always tell ourselves, remind ourselves and ask ourselves, is this relationship worth it? Whether, with friends or families, etc., etc. Or even,
colleagues.
Colleagues, male, female, boy-girl relationship kind of thing.
Yes.
Yeah. So always there's steps. There are people, organization helping us with all this.
Yes, and we'll go into these various steps on how they can move out next week. Yeah.
Next week is a change. It's a very interesting subject. We'll talk about how we can actually have goals in our life. What are the goals that we want in our life? How to set goals, smart goals actually. Not any goals, smart goals. As well as different stages of change depending on time, because I would like to add some exercises as well. If not, we are going to spend the whole hour talking. So next week will be quite a good chapter for every one of us.
Yeah, so do stay tuned. Next week we'll be back again. We've come to the end of this week. We've shared 2 dimensions out of the 6 dimensions of wellness, and of course we like to encourage one another, if you benefited from this session, to pass it on, share it with your loved ones. Keep an eye out as well with the techniques that you've learned, the beneficial ones, to keep an eye out for your loved ones or people that's around you as well. With that, we'd like to say see you next week. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Good night.